Now this is all allegedly what I'm saying, but a lot of these promoters in boxing, man, a lot of them, they're part of the problem. They don't care if a big fight get made. Of course, you trying to make your money back on your investment, but a lot of these guys, they investing in something they don't even want to use. How you gonna invest in a product that you're afraid to use in the sport of boxing? You know what I'm saying? 140 is deep, man. I don't know if anybody know it right now. 140 is loaded. That's why a lot of guys like Tank. People gonna be looking like, all right, Tank. Devin Haney just fought a big time name as soon as he got in the division. That's why they're looking at Shakur and all these other guys like, okay, 135, 140 is kind of loaded. So what y'all gonna do? Well, it's very loaded. And now we got in this situation, you have Tank as far as looking around, and he's trying to find a name to use or to fight, because he knows most of these fights left are big time names. So with Catterall, I'm trying to figure out what's his situation with his manager. I mean, at this time right now, he doesn't have a belt. Josh Taylor just lost his belt. I'm pretty sure he's not interested in any kind of business deals right now of sorts. But to get him off the couch right now, he's saying, hey, you're lucky that he even said anything. He said, hey, get me off the couch right now. It's going to take a lot of money. If you got it, let me know. He could have just said all together, hey, don't waste my time. I don't want to go back and forth with you. He could have just said that, but at least he put some kind of deal out there, some kind of number. That's better than nothing in my eyes, especially with the way things are going right now. Man, you better take that deal, whatever he's offering. If he put a number out there, try to meet it. Because from what I've seen, Catterall promoter, he's pretty happy about what happened last time after the fight they had. So why this time you won't try to go through and put a decent number out there? If you got compensated well last time, you'll get compensated again this time. The fight might be even bigger. A lot of these fights don't need belts and stuff like that. I mean, it comes with that stuff and it goes along with it, but it's not something that's really needed. Like, but it's something that I mean, it goes along with the game. You put a number out there, he'll meet it, bro. But you ought to put Josh Taylor in a position where he's been undisputed and he really don't have anything to prove right now. A lot of people don't really expect nothing for him to prove at this point anyways. I mean, 140's he's been at 140 a long time. There's not really a lot of expectations right now asked of him as far as what he's going to do next. So he's kind of just, I don't know. I mean, that's a fight I would try to entertain because I worked my way around that fight for a while now. With Josh Taylor, I haven't really moved on from that point, even though he doesn't have the same amount of belts that he had before. That would be something I still would entertain as far as trying to get over that hump as far as that loss. Because in his eyes, that wasn't no loss. So until you win that fight, it really won't leave your mind if you're Catterall. And as you can see, a lot of times he gets it back and forth with Josh Taylor easy, and Josh Taylor try to get under his skin, but hey, once you've been in the fight with him, you can't really say anything as far as what he needs to do, what he doesn't need to do. Across the pond, they know what the big money fights are. If it's not in rivalries or different things like that, those fights not really gonna go far like people expect them to, or make any big money. The big money fights are like the Eubanks, Conor Benn, and Josh Taylor, Catterall, different fights like that. Those are the big money fights over there right now. Anything outside of those fights, not really gonna make any money. So that's why Catterall, before he can kind of let that ship kind of sail, he's trying to get all his ducks in a row so he can be like, okay, well, I did everything in my power to do the Josh Taylor fight. And his promoters are actually behind it too, his managers, and they're kind of pushing for it. So it's like, I mean, he has to be behind it. If they're behind it, if they supporting it, and that's what they're about, he has to be about the same thing. So especially if that's his team and that's who they represent is Jack Catterall. But Josh Taylor, at this point right now, man, he don't need to fight Catterall. It's kind of going out the way doing that. So at this point now, I would kind of like to see Catterall kind of test those other 140s. He already had Lennar, which is a tough fight. But he's not a natural 140 pounder, though. You got to think of it that way. A lot of people would think, well... But after that Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall fight, then what's next for them? You know what I'm saying? So they can kind of go back and forth about it all they want, but if it doesn't happen soon, they're going to have to figure out something, because that division is not going to be waiting on them to figure out if they want to fight each other or not. That's definitely not in the plans for Josh Taylor at this point. He's just getting over a loss. He doesn't know if he'll have a chance at a rematch or a chance at a belt another way. So he's kind of out of the picture right now for a lot of guys. So I definitely wouldn't be waiting on him to see what he has next. That's kind of a bad option in my eyes. I feel like he's putting himself up there with the elite right now. He's kind of like, if I gotta waste my time with that fight, I need to get paid a lot. And the manager's like, man, you need to get off his high horse. And, no, not really. I mean, this is the fight everyone's expecting, so kind of don't want to wait too long on something that's not guaranteed. Because it's not gonna be a guarantee that he does big numbers or that the fight will lead to anything. Who knows what that fight will lead to? Right now, all Josh Taylor knows is that he's the good option, but nobody knows what that fight will lead to. Too much scenarios for that fight. But I definitely see something happening though very soon with that fight, whether they fight someone else or not. I definitely see something happening, but I don't know if it's gonna favor everybody like they expecting. If Josh Taylor's not getting paid and he's the household name, then probably gonna have to move on away from that fight. Definitely gonna probably have to move away from that fight. Because I'm pretty sure he'll still have some options ahead of time. He probably got more options now. You see Catterall already calling him out. So if Catterall wants to fight, you know he already have other options lined up. So, and then making 140 is hard for him. So he's not doing that unless it's a big fight. That's what the manager got to realize. Like, it ain't about no high horse or nothing. I'm the one who got to make the weight. You need me. So you need to be trying to give me everything I can to make weight. Josh Taylor wasn't even supposed to fight at 140 no more. So that doesn't make any sense about a manager telling Josh Taylor what he needs to do. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.